All right. So that is beautiful. All right then. Can you hear me? You know what? Life. Oh, there I go. See how that works? I'm on YouTube already. So yeah. So anyway, I get things up for another way. So oh yeah, let me lock this out so I have no surprise hack. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to work. I can see how this will work. So right, it, it's Sunday and it's Sunday, and I, it's still like I am so happy we locked out that diligent blonde dude, cause really, that was like no, I don't think so. Um, so yeah, Trump 2020. Can we send him to prison, please? Um, so yeah, I figured I'd start doing YouTube lives again. Although I can't imagine why, given my history. Um, you know, people always seem to love me on YouTube. No, seriously. I mean, last time I did regular lives, I was definitely getting harassed more often. So I'm going to have some real fun with this now. So, let's talk since we're through with the little orange man from where the hell is he from again? Who cares? Anyway, now we're done with Trump once again. Um, and hopefully we are done with him for good this time, because I really do get sick of like just I don't know complaining about him. He really is like a nasty thorn in our side, so to speak. All right. So that being said, right now, believe it or not, one of the reasons I'm like back and forth is I'm trying to get to YouTube Studio so I can actually share the live. And here we go. We are on here. Damn, I have done a lot of YouTube videos, and doing the YouTube live is probably the funnest. Of course, that isn't like what you're supposed to say, but hey, listen, it happened. So right, so we've gotten rid of the orange one, thankfully. And so then what's left? And I'm trying to think of what to say to that. No, what's left seriously is I'm glad we've gotten rid of him. We don't need him like in office hindering us. So now so what's good in discussions now? So absolutely irrelevant people is one good thing we never get enough of discussing. And someone who's irrelevant again, popping up in the news is J.K. Rowling. Why? Oh, I don't know. I think Harry Potter has did it, and ran. And like anyone else, oh, I don't know. Um, Caldera, the old Linux publisher, you know, like, and a whole bunch of other like useless age people who just go the way of the wind. she's looking for notoriety again, but you only get it once, and there's a good reason. You make a great creative work, and you get your name out there, and then that's it. Then you're out to pasture like everyone else, and it's not a nice way to say it, but it's the truth. Because no one is meant to like live or last forever and keep on like raking in the money from everyone around there. That's just not the way it goes. So yeah, she's trying to make herself relevant again, attacking trans youth, obviously. So yeah, we're sort of back at that. Um and what else? We have we have a few people. I'm not even gonna get into them. Today I think I more wanna like get into maybe, oh, I don't know, positivity, because um I think that's one thing that bothers me the most. Like, all these Trump people go one way. It's like negative, negative, negative. And you really you try to say something intelligent, or you try to say, but that isn't my opinion, or even just like, I like chocolate instead of vanilla. And the response is like, and it's like, do you not understand what I mean by all that? I mean, uh, the fact that one person can have an opinion different than yours, not to mention politics that differs, but I guess not. I guess when you have like a majority opinion for like your whole life, and that follows you around, and you remain the majority, yeah, what are you gonna do at this point? Um, so I mean, then there's other things, like, even with, like, Trumpelstiltskin out of the way, I mean, De Blasio and Cuomo have their plus sides, but they're also problematic. I mean, Cuomo is trying to cut group, funding for group homes, and I'm not even going to go into the intricacies of this, because we all know what this covers, and especially at this time when like residences like these are needed for marginalized populations with which they cover. It's a hell of a thing just to go out there and say, you know what, we need the money more, so we're cutting funding. Y- Someone needs to tell Cuomo he has like billionaires to tax. He even has corporations to tax. Corporations, some of which are owned by Trump, maybe. I don't know. And well, even his no, not necessarily De Blasio's predecessor. What was his name? Not oh god. I used to make fun of that man, something awful. Bloomberg has businesses that can be tackled. We have people who should be footing the social bill, including like the Farrasound and Arrows. It's abused by a number of major businesses, and they send their trucks over there. And let's be honest, the other day it was closed down because of high winds. We shouldn't be facing those types of structural problems if there are people going on and off that like bridge who should be paying for it. And if they're going on and off without paying for it, and we're absorbing the bill, then there's really a big like question to what's really going on. Um and of course there's my moment of interest. So of course, disability rights, and that has basically taken the bottom ever since 2016. and it's kind of miraculous that it's kind of making a comeback now. I'm absolutely surprised because I would think with the way it went down in 2016, a lot of offices and a lot of necessary services went and got cut like crazy. And this was for a population which didn't need to be cut any more than it already was. If anything, you know, we're talking about a population that needs increases. And I mean, like, yeah, okay, disability services such as medical insurance to pay for certain like equipment and accessories and that, obviously. But there's also the other part of this, like that disability, the money was also needed for things like, well, education accessibility, for example. There's so many forms of disability which require like services and the like. And like, these, these, services get cut too. And these include, um, children in schools. They include I mean, obviously college services nowadays, but children in schools, children as young as 5 or 6, children as young as 4. Sometimes it cuts them out of like getting actual meals that they wouldn't be able to have access to otherwise. Um, and I won't even go into experience because, you know, a lot of disabled people end up homeless, and I'm not even talking in adulthood. They end up homeless in like childhood. Oh, great! This word is like, I'll just put that there from now on. How do you like my Star Destroyer bridge, by the way? So yeah, a lot of the services get cut, and when they get cut, a lot more people suffer because of it, and it's a negative trend because if they suffer, then they can't like be positive, productive, invested individuals in the system they benefit from. And not being those individuals, the system starts losing money, and yeah, it's just all sorts of messed up. Um, but yeah, I mean, those are among the things that have been cut. And so while Trump supporters have been going on like, oh, we're getting more jobs and we're getting it because, no, you're getting it because you're cutting Americans who were born here, by the way, out of the loop. Hey, Paul, how you doing? And that's problematic. Um, because if we start cutting people, then you know you're coming to the um problem of not just like you get the usual problems of disenfranchisement, which is the populations that get disenfranchised get angrier and angrier, and sometimes like violent in some ways, and that's a problem. Yeah, I hear you. What is it, finals you're going through? Um, but yeah, I mean, it's sort of a like it can get pretty damn complicated. But not only that, I mean, when you like take things such as, let's say, group housing for people with with neurodivergent conditions or mental health conditions, what happens is those people pop into to um hospital ERs, and in hospital ERs they take up 10 times the cost they did before. So now that like Cuomo's doing this, it's sort of like, okay, you want to do good here, but you want to screw up here. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Um, one more exam, I'm done. Cool, Paul. So yeah, Paul got on, and now um Paul. So yeah, that's cool. You have actually only one more exam to go. I think I have like, I'm trying to remember. Well, no, I do remember. I have like 9 more legal papers, and then I have a presentation on like black holes. Um so yeah, I'm gonna have fun over the next week. Thankfully, I think I got over abnormal psych and then my accounting. Oh, you're not the only one, Paul. I cannot wait. Part of the reason is I want to get out. It's like I see Arnold taking 2 classes and like in the intermission, like running all over town. I'm so jealous. I mean, he bikes from like Queens to like Hoboken. Yeah, right, exactly. It's like crazy, that type of like um but yeah, I really can't wait till we can like get back together and do these meetings and everything like too, because that's gonna be great. I can't wait to see like all you guys, and then we'll like we can go up to Albany and everything. I don't think it's gonna happen this year, definitely not by spring, but you know, it would be cool if we could get it maybe over the summer, like have a leadership retreat too, and then maybe like over next fall. Especially like I'm in what they're calling my lower senior. So I guess this is like just before I hit my upper senior and start graduation, which should be fun because I gotta take my LSATs at some point. But yeah, so this has been crazy though. Um, I want to know what they're going to do like during the summer. I mean, one summer was bad enough. I'm kind of curious what the next summer is gonna be like, cause we really didn't have like we had the spring, we had the fall, we had the spring. We sort of got the summer in there, but then we were supposed to like come back at fall. And now fall's gone through. We're not coming back in spring. So I want to see how they're going to deal with the next summer. We- I mean, it's nothing personal, but if people keep dealing with what's ahead the same way they have been, we're not gonna people. I mean, I think you know what I'm saying. People aren't gonna keep coming back for this. It was one thing when it was like a year, maybe, but now it's running into 2 years and then 3. And, no human being's meant to like take this on this way. So it's going to be like a really, yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting year. Um, so yeah, Cuomo's doing that. I wonder what else is happening. Um, Hocus Pocus is coming back for a second movie. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this YouTube channel anymore. When I started doing lives like in 2012, at least I had an idea, but I'm gonna like pick up again and start doing maybe I'll start doing something about like gender, possibly, or disability. Um, so what Texas. Texas wanted the like big shoe in lawsuit that would finally get them back at the top, and they ended up digging themselves to the bottom, which is real fun and funny. Um, so I'm wondering how that's gonna pan out for them because that was like hilarious. Like Texas came up 18 states, and then they thought, oh, I know, we're going to like come together and we're going to do this, and people are going to believe us and more states will jump on, and instead it backfired. um Texas got in and slowly it built up to 18 states, and they thought that would be the end of it, and lo and behold, no, it wasn't. People got sick of it, and they got sick of that bandwagon. So 18 states maximized, but then when it came down to it, 1850, the other 32 ended up saying, no, this game is no longer like where we want to be. And they basically, yeah, they basically said, no, oh well. But it's going to be funny. I want to see like I really want to see like 'cause there's been a threat to like protest and everything else. So what I want to see is how this amount like come next year after Biden's in, like how they're going to be like trumpeteering around. TRUMPTERJERK Trumper jerks. Um, yeah, I mean, so I just want to see how this is going to play out because they aren't even 50%. Um, not even like even if you take the people who want to see Trump back in, even out of them, the 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 majority, the no, the whole thing is not in support of this all or nothing business. So it's like 62% went to Biden, and then on top of that, like it's something like only 87% of Trump supporters are actually diehard. So then they lose numbers off of that, and you get this really like low number that's like 30 or 25% when you like actually do the division, and you're like, why are they even yelling at this point? They aren't even a majority, let alone the vocal majority. Um, but you know, uh, so an interesting thing I learned on doing law, and I didn't even know this. Apparently, um, I don't know what I learned. No, I do. Um, Apparently, a social host under certain circumstances is liable for their guest drinking, which as an adult, but only under certain circumstances, and that's even questionable. But I just found it interesting, like that at any point you would be liable for an adult. Yes, actually, I do know. Thank you, Paul. I actually do. Um, the vaccine um was is actually been pushing through the FDA, and it was only like lauded for approval like earlier this month, or no, sorry, mid to late last month. And so what's happening is at first they were saying it was going to be released for specific consumption of um only like essential workers. And now what they're saying is the vaccine is going to be mass distributed amongst everyone, or at least almost everyone. Um, of course, there's still no specifics on it, but yeah, the vaccine is very close. Most people are banking for a January release. So even though we won't be back at the college next semester, that will add a nice twist in the way we'll at least be able to like go and do regular life. I mean, once we're vaccinated, hopefully, we're going to see how it works out. They're saying the vaccine is within 95% effective, which, if you know anything, or actually, I've heard it's higher. I've heard it somewhere around 97, 98, but anything over 90 for a vaccine is usually really good. So the fact we have 95% efficacy does not mean we should walk around saying this won't work. It will at that point. It's just like you're going to have a small percentage of the population that has such mutations and such that they have allergies and that can't be predicted, and that's where the 95% efficacy comes from. But it has nothing to do with how effective it is. The vaccine itself, on the like overwhelming majority of the population for whom it works, will work 100%. Like, really. Um, but yeah, so it it's gonna be fun. Um, yeah. So yeah, I have heard about the vaccine, and I think that's great. Uh, what else? Vader says, I still like my Star Destroyer background. I gotta see. Maybe I'll do the Death Star throne room like next episode. I got to do more episodes. And what about that Zoom logo? I don't know. Something to consider. Um, yeah. So definitely interesting being live on like um YouTube instead of Facebook. I know I just hit my mic. Um, but yeah. So what else is there? I'm kind of like curious to see what like um Yeah, I'm like working on one of the legal memos. Wait, did this? I just did this because I was like stone cold bored slash like stressed slash like. So I figured a video would do like the best. So I got a flute. I'm gonna try playing that. That should be fun. No, I'm trying to think. Uh, PS. Oh, so I have for those who haven't heard, all right? Like Microsoft has a special contract with Samsung over putting it gaming on the Samsung Note 20, and then you buy like this modified Xbox joystick from Moga, I think it is, that plays on it. And I have to be honest, if I didn't realize when I first ordered it, it was for the Note. Well, they say it's for the Note 20 only, and I was sort of concerned. I really was. So then but I ordered it, you know, um, not thinking, ooh, happened. So, okay, and I got it. I actually got it with my Samsung Live Buds, which right now actually on my hearing aid. So yeah, there's that. I really can't like, but my hearing good, so I'm pretty fine with those. So okay, getting back to that. So far I used it on my Note 9 and I can already hear like some of you going at it. I needed to find that um because you're like, seriously? A Note 9? I mean, are you kidding me? But yeah, no, it works on a Note 9. Um, sometimes the text is a little small, and I do when that happens, I do have to put on my like a pair of readers to like read it. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I'm able to read it without it. So, but as far as the visuals for the gameplay, like where the text isn't small, it's awesome. And the joystick, the feel, and everything is great. I mean, let me see if I can get this to be seen. I don't know. Like, wait, let me see if I'm actually getting. Wait, that's not it. I'm trying to see if I could see like. But anyway, it looks pretty cool as far as a controller goes. It looks a lot like what you would get on the Xbox, which is kind of awesome, I would think. Um, and it's rechargeable. Oh wait, yeah, there you can see it. It basically is pretty awesome in that respect. And it functions and it gives you the same stability as a regular Xbox controller. And I'm able to play on Xbox One, aka Xbox Cloud, all the same games you play on a regular Xbox. Mortal Kombat 411, sorry, for Sims 4. What was the other one? There were quite a few. I can't think of them all right now. And I was really getting into it. It really is like intriguing. Of course, some games I have to be quite honest, there are a few of what they call free games, and I don't know why, or developer games. But they are like really bad. So I wouldn't even touch them. They remind me of like a Nintendo like Game Boy. Um Yeah, but the controller has a nice feel to it, and it works very well. I thought with my initial reaction, it wasn't really doing any of the games, but they said it's supposed to be made specifically for the MS Xbox store. So when I started that up and used it, all of a sudden it's like boom, all the controls just like clicked in and it works wonderfully. Um of course, like with any Xbox thing, there's a whole bunch of games that just aren't on there. Like Animal Farm, I don't think is on there. But there are quite a few that are. The games I've been shying away from mostly have been the games I think you would expect me to shy away from, like Halo. The really, really premium games. But I wanna get into them now that I've gotten the controller. It's just that finals are like, you know, I have to do them first. I can't just reward myself for nothing. So, yeah, I mean, I have to wait. Um, the interesting part is so the service that comes with this, I signed up for a trial. It's $1 a month, but when you get into it, it's 14.95 a month regularly. But Mortal Kombat 11, Halo, um, Sims 4, there are like so many games. It isn't even funny. I mean, I was going wild, like which I would play next. Just in case you're wondering, I played my Sims 4 character like I play my real life. So she basically died of exhaustion like 9 or 10 days into the game. No, that's not gonna happen here, and it's not gonna happen tonight. So don't worry about that. Ah, so I mean, aside from that, um, yeah, that I thought was pretty good. All right. Um, so I think there's a few things I'm debating at now, only because I'm like sort of on the fence of which direction to go. I don't like well, for those of you who know me long enough, know me well enough, I don't like windows. I don't like doing them. I don't like cleaning them, and I don't like them on a computer. So there you go. Oh, yeah, and for those watching me, like, hold this mic up, don't worry, that's coming soon too. I wanna do my garb. So the next time, maybe not, but like a short while in the future, this thing's gonna be dropping down and I'm not going to have to hold it like this. Excuse me. I've just been at it all day, all night, all day, all night, passion. All right. Anyway, so the Xbox is like kind of cool. I could seriously like. I'm in Apple Arcade right now, and I can seriously see cutting it out for this because the games are way better. Sorry, Apple. It just you. Sorry. Oh yeah. So the computer. Obviously, I'm still on my MacBook, which, as you can see, is doing fine. I'm considering, like, because this has been giving me problems, and now that I'm upgrading the rest of this, I'm kind of curious, like, where do I want to go from here? Um, because it's a consideration. And the short answer is I don't know. So possibly, maybe in the next year, I might not get a new MacBook, a new Chromebook, or not. Yeah, I mean, I've considered the Chromebook too, and I think that's mostly why I'm like up in the air about this. I don't want to like go and make a purchase and just like, oh, it's also like I don't have a smartwatch. What I have is like one of those $20 like Chinese smartish watches. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, these are things that like take your heart rate, they take your like pulse, and that's about it. They're very basic fitness watch, and they transmit to most Android phones. So that's basically what I have. Um, and yeah, so that's where I'm going with that. Um, give me a second. I need something to drink that isn't alcoholic. All right, now orange juice. Okay, all right, cool. So, hmm, I don't know. It's oh, yeah, so the other thing is I'm considering the smartwatch. Do I really wanna get an Apple Watch? Cause that's, like, a thing now. I don't know. All I know is that whatever it isn't Windows. Um Oh, wow. I just dropped from 2 people to 1. Um, surprise, surprise. So, I mean, it's going to be like a fun, whatever for a while, and I guess that's about it for now. I haven't really done like maybe what I'll do from here on in is see what an IGTV thing goes like because I haven't done much of this like in a while, and I heard like IGTV gets a lot more. But I've never tried it for the life of me. I've only done Facebook Live. So maybe that'll be fun. Um, and I have a soundbar board. I may consider getting another one up. Especially if I'm going to do the Instagram. And the reason is the soundboard using, okay, has Bluetooth. So it sort of works as a sound card and allows me to use a dynamic mic like I'm doing now. But it not just works for a computer, but it works Bluetooth. And the great advertisement is it's a rechargeable soundboard. You can use with your Bluetooth enabled device, which includes an iPad or an Samsung Galaxy phone or an iPhone and a Samsung Galaxy Notepad thingy, whatever. Um, so yeah, there's that. So it should be quite nice, I think. And if it works well enough, maybe I'll like try something else. Maybe I'll do that right now, actually. That would be kind of fun. But yeah, why would I do it that way when I have my like actually I have my phone right here. Oh god. It's tangled in the power cord's tangled in with the mic cord. Sorry about the static. So, all right, here we go. Back So what I want to do, I guess I'll see tonight for the fun of it, is I'll try like seeing what IGTV is like. Um, I haven't tried that yet. I wonder, do they have virtual backgrounds in like IGTV? Not. Will I be like killing myself making this video? I wonder who wrote the book of love? Oh wow. I I like how this works out. I wonder if I can simulcast. I can wait. Can I like uh, this actually works pretty good, but where's my other I can watch myself in VR? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wait, captions? English, of course. All right, so all right, no caption. Yeah, I guess I guess like wow, okay. Um, oh well, what I expect. I'm like, well, okay then. I mean, I'm sorry. I was just like fascinated about seeing myself here on the like phone, and I have audio through my hearing aid, so it's kind of like interesting, or at least I found it somewhat. Um, I don't even know like what is my video feed like right now because I'm kind of curious to see where I fall because I swore it just like, oh yeah, my live feed is up and on YouTube no less. It was kind of fun having Paul Bory here, but I guess that ended, and I guess I got like someone else. Um, maybe I could start reading something and looking halfway intelligent. But no, seriously. So, it it's kind of gonna be like Hey Fred, how you doing? Oh, nice painting, Fred. Yeah, so someone on my Facebook is like, "Hey, look at my newest painting," and I'm like, "Nice painting." But yeah, so really, this is gonna be like kind of fun. I wonder what IGTV is. I know I keep repeating myself. So let me get the hell out of here and like see where Instagram is. Instagrammy. Ooh, that has a nice ring to it. Not really. I know it's cheesy, but you know, it's so classically this crazy Abby that does it really matter? Okay. What am I looking at? All right. That is disturbing. So do I get to like okay, so why does it like now I'm confused. So does it have any options to this? Okay, I got the messenger bubble. Now I'm thoroughly confused. Why even have an Instagram TV if it has no video options? I'm like so completely confused by this. Is it just like, oh, that's nice. Like, um, okay, so, oh, no, come on. It really is like, it's kind of cute, but it's got a number of bugs. I'd start with. For one, I don't know. I mean, has it like, oh, wait, I guess this is only video? Is this like the regular TV thing? Or is this like a special? Like, I like that face thing. Okay. Um, kind of cute. Lot to be desired, maybe. Um, yeah, no, I don't think this is IGTV. I hope I hope not, because that would be like really disappointing. If that no, here we go. IGTV, IGTV Discover Plus videos over 60s. Um, okay, and live now. So why would I even bother with IGTV creators? Okay, I'm sort of like not digging this already. Only because it's like, what do what's the point of this after a while? I don't like at least when I do a live, it's like an actual live, like even on Facebook. This I truly am like seriously. Like, that's nice. I get it. It's like, let me see something. But this is Instagram and not TikTok. And I don't know. The like here, I'm like seriously not getting this, but okay. Let's like ooh, wait, hold on. I did get one of those. It was like really nice for a second there. No, that wasn't it. You ever get something, it looks nice, and then you're like, oh yeah, okay. And you're like, I can dig that. And then it goes the way of the wayside. It goes like to waste bin. It's sort of like that. I found something and now it's just gone. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I could deal with that. Maybe. Like, it's got a carry thing going on. There is like absolutely a ton of things on here that could be good, but it's like not doing it at all. And instead, it's putting me to like everyone else's like thing, and I'm not like I'm sorry, I'm not digging it. So I mean, it's kind of cool. Um, yeah, I don't think this is what I'm looking for at all. I think this is completely different from where I'm like looking to go with this. It's yeah, it's not. It definitely isn't. Um, I think this is why a lot of people remain on YouTube because like it's one platform when you can do something like this. I'm already going on an hour and it's like I don't want to like go to a platform that is gonna be like uh go to my QR code. Yeah, I don't know. Browse shops, look. Yeah, it's just not like something I'm feeling. It could be just me, but I doubt it. Um, yeah, it's like I'll probably come back up here like later on and see what I can do because I'm not digging the feel of this yet. I'm sure IGTV has some benefit to it, but you know, if I can't get into it yet, it's like it's not worth it for me. YouTube, I hop on, I go to live, and I'm right here. Facebook, I hop on, I go to live, I'm like right there. IGTV, I'm going to take a look at it, but anyway. Um, but yeah, I have to do Vimeo though. That's good. Vimeo has started getting a following lately, and I think that's something to look into. But still, in the short run, I can't see like YouTube being replaced. It is what it is, and people watch it for the content that's on it. All right, let me cut this video now and go from here. All right, thanks. Bye.
Mm,
All right, I've seen you in a former life.